What is up, everybody, and welcome to another NFL prediction video. This video will be for week 4 of the NFL season. As you can see above me, our new record is 32-16. Last week we did go 11-5, so not great, not terrible, right? I mean, it's better than bad, but 11-5 isn't that good. We did get some pretty good. I predicted the Bears would beat the Cowboys. I got that right. The Eagles, and man, I wish I was live for that Eagles game. That was the craziest ending to a game I've seen for the Eagles in a very long time. Insane ending. I wish I was live for it. I probably would have gotten some views on my reaction to the ending of that game, but it is what it is. I had fun just chilling and watching it too. But this will be kind of a quicker one just because it's been kind of a rough day. So I just want to kind of get this recorded and get it out. And my mic wasn't that. Just okay. But I want to get it recorded and get out before tonight for the Thursday night game. But yeah, we do the 5-team money line parlay every week. Only one team lost last week, and that was the Packers. Only one team lost that I chose to win. And of course they lost to the Browns. I don't know how they lost, but whatever. But let's get into this. Thursday tonight we have Seattle at Arizona. I mean, this is kind of a toss-up. I'm gonna go with Arizona though. Our first morning game of the season, the Vikings versus the Steelers. I'm going to have to go. A lot of these games are kind of just guessing, because the Seahawks and Cardinals, either team can win that. Vikings, Steelers, either team can win this. There's no home field advantage because it's in a different country. So I'm gonna have to go with the Vikings. Next, we got Washington versus the Falcons. I'm pretty sure Jaden Daniels is going to be back. But either way, after the Falcons just got blown out by the Panthers last week, I'm picking Washington to win that. Saints, Buffalo. This one's easy, Buffalo. Chargers, Giants. Jackson Dart, of course, is starting, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think the Chargers are going to win. The Chargers are currently 3-0. They are pretty much the AFC favorite right now in my eyes, besides the Bills, to make it to the Super Bowl. So I gotta go Chargers. Titans versus Texans. I don't know what's been going on with the Texans this year. I'm gonna pick them to win, but I don't know what's going on with them this year. They just look terrible. I think I've picked them every week to win, and they've just lost every single week. So I don't know what's going on with them. Browns versus Lions. I gotta go Lions. Panthers versus Patriots. I don't know. The Panthers are coming off a pretty huge victory over the Falcons. I'm gonna go Panthers actually to beat the Patriots. Bucks versus Eagles. Everybody knows Eagles' kryptonite for some reason is facing the Bucks in Tampa Bay. People love to bring up that they got beat by them last year, but the fact is, last time they played them, they didn't have Devontae Smith. They didn't have A.J. Brown. I think the Eagles are going to pull out this victory over Tampa Bay. This could be. Last year I streamed this game and I had to end the stream early because of how bad we were losing. But I got faith in the Eagles this year that they will beat the Bucks. The NFL loves putting us against them in Tampa Bay. I don't know why, but they do. They love it. The Colts versus the Rams. The Colts are 3-0, I believe. They have not lost with Daniel Jones. Very surprised. The Rams coming off a bad loss against the Eagles. I'm actually going to have to go with the Colts. The Colts are undefeated. They have given me no reason to not pick them yet. I mean, they haven't beaten any really crazy teams, so this will be their first real test, I think. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the Colts. Jaguars versus 49ers. I'm going to have to go 49ers, even though 49ers are dealing with a lot of injuries right now. George Kittle is out. Bosa is out. Their one wide receiver's out. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the 49ers. I'm not going to bet on that game because it could go either way, but I'm going to go with the 49ers. Next, we got the game of the week. Well, one of the games of the week. Baltimore versus Kansas City. I'm going to have to go with Baltimore. Kansas City honestly does not look good to me right now. They beat the Giants, but like everybody's beating the Giants. So the Travis Kelce, does not look like the same Travis Kelce. They can't. Him and Mahomes can't seem to get on the same page. Baltimore, coming off a loss against who just beat them? The Lions, a hard loss against the Lions. I think Baltimore comes back and wins in Kansas City. The Bears versus the Raiders. I'm gonna have to go with the Bears. Green Bay versus Dallas. Micah Parsons returning to Dallas to face his old team. The Packers, they looked really bad last week against the Browns. I don't know how they lost that game. The Cowboys looked bad against the Bears. It is in Dallas. I just think the Packers are going to win. I think Micah Parsons is going to go crazy. Have at least 2 sacks. I got a feeling that this game is not even going to be close and the Packers are just going to come in and destroy them. I could be wrong. Dallas could win this game. Who knows? Dallas is hard to kind of read this year. CeeDee Lamb is out, so that is a big thing. I believe Packers are going to win this game. Jets versus Miami Dolphins. I don't know who the QB for the Jets is right now. I'm going to have to go with the Dolphins. Bengals versus Broncos. I'm going to have to go... Joe Burrow's still out, isn't he? I'm going to have to go with the Broncos here. So there you guys have it. Those are my picks. Let's do the 5-team moneyline parlay really quickly. Let's go. I'm going to put a blue line next to the teams I'm going to add to my money line. You guys can follow along if you want. Like I said, week 1 we hit it. Week 2. Oh wait, week 1 I didn't do one. Week 2 we hit. Week 3 we missed by 1 team, which was the Packers, who should not have lost to the Browns. And then we'll do this one this week. I want to keep track of like somewhere. I don't know. I want to keep track somewhere where like of the money of the parlays that I hit. Maybe I'll do that on like a different thing. But let's go through this. Let's look. Let's do Washington over the Falcons for 1. Bills over the Saints for 2. Lions over the Browns for 3. Let's go Eagles over the Bucks for 4. And let's do, for number 5, let's do... Let's do... You know what? For number 5, do Green Bay over Dallas. There's your 5-team moneyline parlay. If you want to follow along, go ahead. I, of course, will do this bet later on today. And I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you have a better record next week. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.